Face covering enforcement is now the law in Nevada City. The city council passing the emergency ordinance that gives police the power to issue citations for people not following California's public health guidelines.
CBS 13 Steve Large is live with how the city clerk discovered this isn't their first mask ordinance, Steve.
Yeah, there's definitely a case of history repeating itself. I'm live at City Hall. Now, underneath City Hall is like a time capsule. It's where they keep all the city council meeting minutes dating back to the 1800s. And it shows exactly how Nevada City responded to the pandemic of 1918.
Poured in place concrete walls.
Deep down below the Nevada City Hall, through this door,
Now you can see the basement.
sit the leather-bound minutes of city council meetings from the past 100 years,
Everybody was affected by it.
including a 1918 entry in the heart of the last global pandemic.
Special meeting called.
The entry discovered by Nevada City Clerk Neil Locke.
This was unanimously voted on by the trustees at the time, that masks will be worn.
The minutes were handwritten with near-perfect penmanship. They showed churches were not allowed to congregate. Bars and saloons were closed. Photos from the California State Library show people wearing masks in 1918, including a photo of an officer arresting an unmasked man. The caption says, "Tell it to the judge." The Spanish flu killed 6 people in Nevada City. Locke believes the enforcement regulations saved many more lives.
Obey the law.
Reading them now brings tears to his eyes.
Are you getting a little emotional right now?
Yes, I do.
Why? And tell me why.
Why can't we think like that and act like that and not do all this fighting?
Last week, protesters rallied at Nevada City Hall opposing the new council's face covering enforcement, allowing police to issue civil citations to face mask violators. 2 pandemics a century apart, and one city's effort to police public health. For anyone seeking a survival guide, the history is here. Back here live in Nevada City, where right now the civil citation starts at $100 if a police officer does fine you for not wearing a mask. That hasn't happened yet. Back in 1918, the punishment much more severe. It would be a misdemeanor, and you could face 10 days in jail plus a $100 fine. In 1918 dollars, that's $1,700 today.
Wow. I'm struck by that gentleman's emotions. They speak volumes. Steve, thank you. Live in Nevada City tonight.